Hey Stitching Muses and welcome back to Sewing Vision. I am Vivian and today we are sewing the Sarah bralette, the full support parent sister to Sophie. Sarah is designed especially for fuller bust with higher center front, deeper cups and extra coverage for more supportive fit without any underwires. If you love lingerie and swimwear sewing, your subscribe means the world. Now let's jump right in. For this style you will need 25 centimeters of the lining fabric full width or 80 by 40 centimeters piece. Then 1.5 meters of stretch lace, 1 meter underbust elastic, then 1.5 or 2 meters of strap elastic depending on the size you are making. I recommend 20 or 25 millimeters wide. 2 sliders and 2 rings and 1 bra closure. And we can start with cutting the lining pieces. I have a double layered fabric and cut 2 inner cups, 2 outer cups and 2 back pieces. Then cut all pieces also from your lace. If your lace is 4-way stretch, it doesn't matter if you place your pattern piece this way or this way. I like it more this way, so I am cutting the outer cup like this. And pin and sew the pieces together. It's exactly the same process as with the Sophie bra or bralette. Finish the lining neckline first. Then place your inner cups right sides together and pin and sew the center front seam. Then place the lace inner cup wrong side facing the wrong side of your lining inner cup and pin and stitch them together. I am using the zigzag stitch in the neckline and long straight stitch for the rest. It's just instead of the basting stitches. Then place your lining outer cups right side facing the right side of your lining inner cups and pin and baste them together. And then also place your lace outer cups right side facing the right side of your lace inner cups. And again, pin them together. And sew both cup seams. Remove the basting stitches. Turn the cups to the right side and pin and baste both cup layers together. And attach the back pieces exactly the same way as your outer cups. and sew both side seams. And again, remove the basting stitches and pin and baste both back layers together. You can also use a long straight stitch instead of the basting thread if you like to. And now the part which makes serach being serach. Take your straps, I usually cut them like this. Measure the underarm seam plus the strap length. Yeah, I always cut it longer, but you can shorten that later, it's totally okay. Just be sure you have enough of your elastic. And we have two options here. The first one is placing the elastic right side, facing the right side of the seam, overlap the seam allowance, then stitch it with the zigzag and fold the elastic to the wrong side. So the elastic won't be visible from the right side. The second option is placing the elastic wrong side, facing the wrong side of the seam, again overlapping the seam allowance, stitch it with zigzag and fold it to the right side, so the elastic is visible from the right side. I am doing one side each way so you can see both and decide which you prefer. In both cases, stretch the elastic gently as you saw along the underarm and let it continue all the way up to become the shoulder strap. No extra hardware at the underarm, and from my experience, fewer metal pieces pressing into your skin means more comfort all day long. If you prefer a more traditional look, you can finish the elastic at the cup top with the ring and attach a separate adjustable strap. So now I will just mark the seam allowance in the underarm area, so I know where to put the elastic. It's 6 millimeters right here. So you can also pin it if you like to, or baste, but I just sew it without the pins. And on the other side we have to mark the seam allowance onto the elastic. So I will stitch one strap from the wrong side and the other one the second way. So we can move to regular sewing machine, set your machine to zigzag, and we will stitch them down. I will start with the first one, visible only from the inside. So I'm overlapping just the seam allowance and using a zigzag stitch. And gently stretch the elastic as you go. Try to sew as close to the edge as you can. Don't forget to backstitch. At this point you can remove the basting stitches just from the underarm area. Then fold the elastic to the wrong side, and now I recommend to stitch it from the wrong side or the lining side, because you can see the elastic edges from here. And stitch the elastic along the second side or the second edge. Start with the back stitching and gently stretch the elastic as you saw again. And then the second one. So I mark the seam allowance here on the elastic, then I overlap it with the bra and stitch the whole underarm. Gently stretch the elastic as you go. Now I will fold this one to the right side. and stitch it along the other edge. At this point, you can also secure the edges of your cups here with small zigzag, just forward and backward. But it's totally okay to leave it as it is. So now we can continue exactly the same way as the Sophie bra. So we need to attach the underbust elastic, strap loops, thread the straps and secure them, and also the closure. But first things first, I need to shorten my elastic to the strap length. Now take your underbust elastic, mark its center, and you know what to do, right? It's really exactly the same as with the Sophie bra. Then the strap loops. And stitch the bottom edge. I'm using 3-step zigzag. You can gently stretch the elastic to keep the fabric nice and flat. Then baste and sew your closure. And thread and secure the straps and also your strap loops. And the last thing, remove all basting stitches. And our fully supportive Sarah bra or bralette is done. Let's try it on and compare her with Sophie. Well, I had to stuff my cups a little to show you the full bust version on me. But hey, Sarah doesn't judge, she's built for it.